so you've warned about Adelphia Fleming, the brokerage firms in '07, '08. What are you warning about now?
What happened is when Japan announced they instituted a NIRP, I did a lot of research on deflation.
NIRP, negative interest rate policy.
Negative interest rate policy. At the end of January, and the market started crashing in February. I realized that these negative interest rates were spreading, okay, and that they were going to cause a market meltdown and crash. So I went in and did all this research on the crash of 2008, and I came up with the metrics that I saw that would have told you that 2008 was going to happen. Not only did I find those metrics, but I found when they reversed. So I used my same investigative research acumen to do this that I did when Lehman went bankrupt. So this is a significant discovery that I went and did all these metrics. So I'm predicting that because of the ongoing research I've done, and I've published 4 research reports on this. I've been working around the clock 18 hours a day. This is our I think we've had 2 or 3 interviews about this already. This is my 4th one. This is a serious matter. These negative interest rates, they're going to undermine the whole banking system.
And how can somebody protect themselves from that?
Well, the key is there's 2 things. I have the NIRP crash indicator at my website. DynastyWealth.com is free. That is for free, and I have that's available for free. And also, I recommend a black swan. For those investors who are long-term oriented, don't want to watch a crash indicator, okay, I recommend a black swan strategy, a black swan investment strategy.
Okay, and that would be what?
A black swan, which was basically, it was actually from a book that spent 37 weeks on the New York Times bestsellers list, is investing your money into sovereign securities, sovereign debt securities, and also put 90% of your money in sovereign debts and 10% of your money into high risk, high return, the kind of stocks that Dynasty Wealth finds.
Got it.
Okay. That can multiply in value.
Interesting. Okay. DynastyWealth.com. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to go there.
Now I want to mention to you, you also might want to know something about sovereign. Okay. What a sovereign debt is, because so your viewers, okay. A sovereign debt, you want to, in times of economic crisis, you want to invest in sovereign securities, which are government securities of countries that have the ability to tax their people to pay the taxes. So if you go back to for instance, the only sovereign debt securities I would buy are the bonds of the United States government, the German government, and the Japanese government, because those are the only countries. Greece is not going to pay, they can't tax their people, they can't collect taxes, so why would you buy a bond on a Greece government, okay? So what's going to, now what happened after the Depression started, the United States, the tax rates went to as high as 90%. So that's why you want to buy a sovereign bond. And remember, your FDIC insurance only covers you to $200,000 in your bank account. If a bank fails, okay, then you're not covered. So the sovereign, it's your best protection is with the black swan is the sovereign bonds. You put 10% of your money into growth assets, and then you just wait until these negative interest rates go positive. That's what I'm recommending people do.
Interesting. Okay, thank you very much, Michael Markowski of Dynasty Wealth, for sharing those thoughts with us, and thank you for joining us on Small Cap Nation.